So we've talked before about how to use AI well, and one of the ways to use it well was specifically to use it to support our goals. So I wanted to show you a very specific example of that. I am a man in my early 40s and I have some athletic goals. Specifically, I want to cycle a very long ways. Me and a friend have signed up for an event this summer. It's called the Seattle to Portland, and I'm going to ride 200 miles in a single day. But to get there, I need to adjust some of my nutrition. It turns out just eating leftover macaroni doesn't really get you to all of your athletic goals. So I want to show you this. This is Grok. Grok is the X/Twitter/Elon Musk's AI. I'm only using it because Copilot was giving me problems today, so I'm not specifically a proponent of Grok. I use all of the AI, but this is an example of what you can use. If you've never used AI before, you can certainly use it as a Google search. I just pre-typed this out for you. Basically, I set a context. So I'm a 42-year-old cyclist. I train 4 hours a week. You, AI, are a sports nutritionist and dietitian with a specialty in training cyclists. All right, so now I have to tell the AI that because otherwise it might give me feedback for someone who's like trying to lose weight or someone who wants to be a power lifter or any other context that might be distracting or give me information I don't need or want. I have a sensitivity to dairy. I have a goal of 140 grams of protein. That's 1.6 grams for my 85 kilograms. Because I'm 5'9" and 85 kilograms. So let that soak in. Make me a meal plan for my week. So you hit enter. AI is going to churn out some actually really high quality information. I've done this a few times just to see how it changes, but it roughly is always the same. It's going to say this is what you're looking for. And by the way, if you wanted a caloric goal too, be like, and I need to hit that in 2,500 calories or in 2,000 calories, whatever it might be for your life, it would give you that. Right here, you'll see like, oh, it doesn't give me any prep steps. You could say, what should I do to prepare each of these meals? And it will go back through and it will give you preparation steps. Breakfast, it'll tell you roughly how much protein, because if you wanted to worry about your carbs or your fat or anything else too, it would suggest that. Look at this. It says plant-based protein powder. So I will go here and say, which plant-based protein powder should I use? Give me 3 suggestions that are highly rated by endurance athletes. Athletes. I can spell. Whoa, athletes. There you go, guys. All right. So the nice thing I do like about Grok is it can remember its previous response. Some of them, like clean swipe or clean the tablet of their response, however I'd say that, so that every time it's a completely new response. So look at this. First it says Vega, then it says Ritual, and then it says Transparent Labs. I've seen Orgain, I've seen some others that come up on this, but the premise is why it's great. It gives you nutritional information, its price per serving, best for, and then considerations. Occasionally it'll even reference people, be like this cyclist or this podcast or whatever. Oh yeah, here you go. So it gives you some links. Some of these might be made up. So you can scroll over and see where it is. Garage Gym reviews. There you go. Some of these will be hallucinated. So if you click on them, they don't actually go anywhere. Here's the deal. We're using, though, AI to support a goal we have. And we're training our kids to use AI well. We're training them to use AI that supports their goals. So, hey, you want to know how to do something, or you want to eat well, or you want to prepare something. It could make you an actual training plan. If I said, I want to ride 4 days a week, maximum of 90 minutes a day, what should I do for this goal in this amount of time? It will make you something. But one of the reasons we are concerned about AI, and one of the things we don't use AI for, is something that it's beyond our ability to vet it. Either we don't have the time to go through it, or we don't have the knowledge. A child could go on AI and say, I'm a 7th grader who weighs 95 pounds and I want to lose 10 pounds. Give me an eating plan, and it would make it. AI doesn't have a conscience. Yes, sometimes, especially ones like Copilot, have been vetted, and GPT has been vetted and has really strict boundaries that can be broken, by the way. But it'll at least give you some suggestion if you ask to do something dangerous. Grok does not have as many boundaries on it. So it will tell your child how to lose 10 pounds. that's a bad thing, especially in an era where we're seeing young people struggle with healthy eating and healthy body image, especially in a world of social media where there's a lot of comparison for these things. So using it well, supporting your goals. Avoid using it poorly in situations where you're not properly situated to vet it correctly. Either you're asking high-end science questions that maybe you don't know the answers to, or you're asking AI to pontificate on God, and maybe it's not best suited for that because, again, AI only knows what is already on the internet. So there's lots of information, but who knows if that person is worth listening to, if they've been later discredited, or if AI just misunderstands what's actually happening, is grabbing you little bits and trying to smash it together to one thought that maybe you're not ready to think through or process or catch the incorrect information in there. So AI can be awesome. I'm using this. I went through and highlighted things. I love the breakfast oats. I'm going to be doing those. It suggests somewhere down here, probably, already doing the smoothie. It suggests pumpkin seeds. Realized I've got those in the cupboard. I can be using those today. Jerky. I was like, oh, I totally need to be using jerky. Hard-boiled eggs. That was one that I was like, why didn't I think of hard-boiled eggs? So AI is helping me reach my goals, health focused. I'm going to be better at the rest of life because I'm doing this. And that's a great spot to use AI. We don't want to be using it in ways that harm us, harm the people around us, or that allow us to engage information that either is going to be directly dangerous or we're just not ready to tell if it's a good idea or a bad idea. So use AI well, talk about AI with your kids, where they've seen it used well, where they've seen it be a benefit, and then about some of the dangers of it. If it's taking the work away from us that would help us grow, or if it's suggesting things that would harm us, we want to make sure that we are thinking through the whole process. So go use all the best tech, all the tech that makes you look like Jesus, and let's avoid the tech that hurts our reset, our relationships, emotions, sleep, enjoyment, and time. So if you have any questions, you can reach out to me, nathan@gospeltech.net, or you can find us at Love God Use Tech on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and join us next time as we continue this conversation about how we can love God and use tech.